That one. I'll be right back. Alright. Feeling better. Hopefully, won't have any more interruptions. Let's get back to it. I need sodium hypochlorite solution. Hopefully, what's his name? The merchant has it. I just don't like. Why does the wood need to look wet, you know? Is this the nurse's flyer? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. That is something, alright. Milton. We haven't met Milton
Good evening,
yet.
sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm
you're
not
already
sure I
judging us, though.
understand what you're
Hence
talking
your language.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ooh. I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut.
Ooh.
Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
If he ain't lying. Alright, let's get to know him.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Smuggling weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Sounds like you won't. Sounds like you'll just run. I don't want to use the hints until I have the proper,
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise
I have no
choice,
idea how to
Dr.
level
Reed.
up yet.
A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
You know, with a shotgun. I want shotguns. Can I sell? Not really. Alright, let's go buy the hypochlorite. I think he was around the other side of the hospital. I think maybe have to go through the hospital too. Wow. We really need to organize better. No, I don't think it's that way. Yeah, over here.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Alright.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Sulfur hypochlorite,
It's
right?
just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Sodium hypochlorite, that's what I needed. Let's just buy 5.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and...
Apparently I accidentally created another, yep, one of these. Find out who is spying. I would love to, I just don't know how. Am I in the right area for it? I am. Details. Some minimum of 100 down because she's referring to the guard of pre-1. I can't resist canting. Teleport up there, can I? I was already in the army, thank you very much. Ah, who needs stealth? I'm a vampire and it's nighttime. Let's just go and guns blazing. Ooh. I want to do that. Ooh, whoops. I mean, it works. Quality what now? Ooh, that looks painful. Guard of Pre-1 Command Post, 25th of October. Oh, it's October. Maybe? 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us and we'll decide what action should be taken. I kind of wonder if I can change weapons mid-fight. So, like, if I run out of ammo in my shotgun, I can switch to a pistol instead. I need to make the sodium hypochlorite solution. Do I know you? I do not. Hi there.
Good evening, Doctor.
He's kind of cute.
I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Sorry, just adjusting my headset.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True.
Patient
Last
moaning in
summer,
the back.
during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
And now I'm an errand boy. I do not have the level requirement for
Goodbye,
this.
Dr. Strickland.
Okay. I still don't know how to raise my mesmerize level. Does it say how? Local investigations. Okay. Huh. See, a bunch of unknowns still. Which is surprising. I honestly thought I had explored most of the hospital.
My sweet girl. Reach me.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Alright.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Alrighty then. We already know you. Okay.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Fair enough.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Wait, you're the one I needed the pain meds for, right?
Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to
wasn't there
fight
before.
exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Listen, I'm gonna go.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Talk to this lady here. What are you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Not a bad thing.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Anybody else that I'm missing? Go that way. It's not stealing from the hospital if I work here, right? Oh, whoops. My bad, guys. Have I not been streaming the game this entire time? Because, wow. That is something, alright.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer
I
from
met
that
him in
Callaghan
New
fellow.
York once.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you.
How do I get to that one patient over here? What? Okay, yeah, that's him right there. Okay. Alright, let's go make the sulfur. I hate calling it that. It's the cure for fatigue. The running is kind of funny. His coat is just stuck, phased through his leg. It's funny. Alright, now I have that. Have I tried to go up here before? I can't, so it doesn't matter.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Disease decreases the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
If for details. Recovery. Alright, nice. Well, now that he's... Can I talk to him some more?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all.
I'll let you get some...
Good evening, sir.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Let's find the local command of the guard post. Remember, Citizens' Buzz will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. How about not at all? Is here a wolf? Alright, let's go get murdery. Oh man, dude. Oh wow. Well, I'm not going to do that again. I'm like 90% sure that I wasn't streaming. I mean, I was live, but I wasn't streaming. Okay. And that's what's on my mind right now. Because that's like a good 15, 20 minutes that I think I was streaming without actually showing the stream. Where is Dr. Swansea? Here he is.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Well, we don't want to be mean.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I was wrong in my first stream. That's not the voice actor for Hawk in Dragon Age 2. It's the voice actor for Male Inquisitor, the sort of English voice actor. As a scholar and you know what? I'm not gonna read this. Species of vampires. There was something else that I grabbed, but I didn't quite look at it. I need to give him some of it. Doesn't say how to level that up, fortunately. Benefactor.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Alright, we want to
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox.
treat him.
I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was gonna break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all I like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Not a good guy.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
This is no time to
Oh, who are you?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
She's that other vampire, right? From my first stream?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
What I want to know is how do I increase my ability to mesmerize?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
What a rude person.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Well, we know Pippa
The patients
is...
and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
is with Milton, the ambulance driver.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory.
You remained perfectly nice.
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Come back for you when my mesmerize ability is a little stronger. I feel like you knew that guy was killing all that time. I don't trust you.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about...
Let me get...
Goodbye now. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
That's the doctor. Dorothy's the one covered in blood, right? It's Pippa.
Reads me like a book.
Well, she was here.
Never could keep anything from her.
Wait, is this her? Yep. Well, then where is she?
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Get over here now! This isn't even my neighborhood.
Don't worry, we're safe. Don't worry, we're safe.
I found her. Oh, okay.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
The man ain't got no ass.
When you go back to Whitechapel, you may find
Flatter
this
than a cutting
useful.
board.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Just warp through the gate, I guess. Okay, alright, calm down. You know me, I like to explore. Ooh, okay, alright. Beautiful knife. It doesn't look that beautiful to me. Clay.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
I feel like giving it to him though is a bad idea. Also, where am I? Wait, no, the rat. The rat. Where did the rat go? Phased through the stairs. What do you know? It's a vampire rat. All right, let's just continue with the main mission. Ooh. That didn't sound good.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
That's probably not gonna happen, sorry. Controls are a little wonky. Trail leads that way. We want to go this way. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. What? I don't see an endangered citizen. Oh, okay.
Can't breathe! Can't breathe!
Ah, damn it, I screwed up. Ah. That's... Oh, I bet you're the, Thatcher.
Are you
right?
injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Yeah, goodbye, I guess. We'll return night. Alright, nice. Can you, I need the, thank you. How is it, oh no, the thug was attacked. I was like, how is it the thug, like, survived? But then I remember the trail of blood. Whew. First. No, nothing. Of course, I can't go this way. This is the thug, right? Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Sculling Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I also would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of the St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What it is exactly, I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either. Well, I can't read. But what I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bansha himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. Alright then. Oh, wait, no, come back. Good blood. Alright. Oh, nice. Or I need to equip that, or it's automatically equipped? Awesome. Now, if only I can remember that pressing 9 will heal me. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Boss battle time. Okay, can I...
What sort of creature is this?
Oh. No, but we gonna drink his blood. That's a werewolf. That is a werewolf. Shit. Time to reload with this guy. Ah, shit. That was a thing.
Here's what's left of him.
If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Petrescu's house and present this coupon. And then again, I'm assuming French or Spanish? That's not French. That's not Spanish either. Is that Italian?
Some voucher for a free check.
I found a useful hint on the man's corpse after some frenzy. But I have to go. Oh, Whitechapel.
Up in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. I have this thirst for blood.
Well, we need to rest and evolve. So, there's that. Plus, you just fed, like, hella on a werewolf creature, so I think you'll be fine.
Hey, Doc.
I have found the gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again?
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Let's go level up.
I thought last time was epidemic
This way. Can I? Wait a minute. Oh, I have to pick one. Wow. You. Okay. A lot to do, a lot to do. Well, I don't care for the claws. It's a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Shadows around their prey and make them explode after coming risk. Following night. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spreading amongst citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It's for you to decide of a district's fate. So he needs treatment for a headache. met everyone in this place too. Stable. He needs a treatment for fatigue. I don't know how to get there though. Oh, isn't she part of the hospital though? Interesting. Alright, so we need cure for a headache. Anemia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis. I don't have a cure for the headache, so there's that. I'm gonna craft one of you. Cause I know. Yep. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. My abilities. Alright, so 4 heal, blood spear, pause. 3. And then make you. Oops, that's not what I meant. And then that's alright. I mean, you really... How is it Lady Ashbury looks fine, but you look fucked up? Alright.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Let me... Okay, I need to know how to raise that real quick. Hold on, guys. Okay. Well, if I knew that. Alright.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
How do I keep accidentally setting these? I don't...
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Hey, Doc.
Okay, alright.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war...
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one.
What can you tell me about the
war? Was...
Did you know...
No. We met in the battle.
I fought in France, too.
Yeah. The first time I...
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh.
I mean, we kinda do.
He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Now let's go to Windchapel. After we loot this trash can. And this box over here. Screaming in the background. Alright, I'm level 9. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one. Albie. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market, and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy, and he must now meet the bosses. Ugh. He must now meet the bosses to get his orders. I hate you. Ooh, shit. Need your blood to heal up. claws, though. Kind of want to go back to the original starting area and see if I can't learn some more of the people there. Maybe cure that one guy's fatigue. In the meantime, let's get somewhere safe. And we'll be right back. Give me a second. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Alright, let's see. So we wanted to go back to the starting area? Or I wanted to go back to the starting area? I'm not sure I know how to get back to the starting area. Dang it. Nope. Okay. Docks, but how do I get there? The frame rate. Think this is the right way to go?
See it? It's one of them! Shit, that leech is fast! Pick off!
Well then. Certainly one way to handle it. Alright. Whew. Trying to figure out how to get back to the docks. I think this is the bridge? Yeah. Damn it. Move, boy, move. Well, a bit off more than I could chew. I also didn't play that very smart. It really is like, eat the citizens, it's fine. Let's see. And it gave me none of my ammo back. Bitch. God damn it. Why is this harder than it was? healthy my ass. Leaving.
It's one of them!
Can you? Okay. Yeesh. Alright.
Stop right now! Steady, boys! We've got one of them here! That's it. Got up the key. Go back home, idiots! A leech!
Can I fucking move? Thank you. I'm not happy right now. Ugh.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. The terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Cuties.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Alright, Newton, let's talk. You better love this man.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Dye your hair something other than that ugly blonde. There's nothing wrong with being blonde, but obviously his blonde is a bit much. And messy. Comb your hair, boy.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see. Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. And surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Maybe I can upgrade it now that I have 530 experience. Albert Palmer. Oh, jeez. Okay. Science. Increasing bolts you can carry. Suppose we can go to Whitechapel. I feel like until I raise my mesmerize level, which I guess doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the hints and everything, I won't be able to.
Good evening,
do
Miss
a lot.
Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck with that.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Who's screaming for help? I thought I heard someone screaming for help. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Alright, Whitechapel it is. There's nothing in here. Oh. I would like to move, but I can't. No, I can't. Oh my god, the camera controls. Every time I just a little bit move my mouse, it auto targets somebody else. That is just absolutely just gonna have to change because I can't do combat if it's constantly changing targets on me. Guess I can't change it? Oh well. It's a really upsetting thing though.
Crush the leech, boys!
Okay.
Finish it! I hate leeches!
And I hate you, so shut up. No, move. Okay. See what I mean? I just barely move the camera to the left, and it's like, hey, what if you did this instead? Ooh, buddy. Driving me insane. Ooh.
I cannot enter. This is despicable.
Yes, open the door. Come on. Listen, you can do it. bad at this game. Alright, he's below us. Can I drop down? Alright then. So we'll just loot peacefully. That probably, yep, that takes me outside. That takes me outside as well. Alright, now that I've saved you and robbed you.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens would kill me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent. But those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. This is Braille.
Unreadable text written in Braille.
I need someone who can read this.
The door has been unlocked. Nice.
I have this thirst for blood.
You sure do. Good thing there are rats. Don't forget your vampiric senses. Right. I'm trying to get to Whitechapel, which looks like it's this way. Sorry, trying to get out of your way. Alright, that wasn't so bad. But I need to definitely increase my blood capacity. And my ability to absorb blood through that one ability. take you?
The safer places to be than here. Stay
Right. But you chose to be here, so. "2nd November from Scout Lewis Cagney. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, and we can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. Wow, they're really bad at their jobs. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked inside the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea? According to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a scowl by the canal, he may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires, protected by those bloody traitors of the Stole. We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear." I'll be right back again, guys. Sorry. Gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. Alright. Still trying to get to Whitechapel, right? What's in my inventory? What? How do I... What? Oh, this way. I know things. I'm smart.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, new hideout. Alright, let's see. guys. Join the ranks. Just kidding, don't join the ranks. Unless you want to join the ranks. Which, that is totally up to you. Godspeed. Damn it.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I'll eat the last one. There you go.
This is despicable.
Influenza. They're really making me fight my whole way.
This is no place for you, sir.
I agree. It's also no place for you. Nope, I don't want to focus on you. Back. Son of a bitch. Be pressing the directional buttons for this. To dodge, I mean. Okay, just press space. Bitch. Whew. Took longer than I really feel it needed to. And I lost a lot of my blood stores.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Pt.3 fellow.
Oh, I thought we were gonna find, Nurse Crane. Just more flyers. Dead guy?
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Damn. We just witnessed a different kind of murder. Yeah, I know you.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me.
I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert.
Don't worry.
Remember
I'm a
it.
doctor.
Now bugger
Oh,
off.
shit. You know, I'm not getting anywhere because I keep forgetting to switch over to the in-game. So there's that. And to anyone watching this stream, I apologize.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Alright, cool.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor.
I'm not a violent man, but I did just try to shoot a kid. It's fine. I'm not a violent man.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really.
You don't have anywhere to go?
Not since the death of my wife.
You mean you used...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and
You even used to have a name. Don't you still have a name?
You could focus for a moment.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my...
Well, hold on.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I don't have that.
I will see you later. Do you know...
It's funny, I've been searching for her too.
Really?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doc...
What is it, Benjamin?
The doctors called me a liar.
Yes.
I'm not ashamed. I just...
Whatever the boy did,
I swear I didn't want to hit him.
Uh-huh. Not sure I quite believe that, but... Until I get him medicine, I won't know for sure.
And a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides...
Tell me,
The region itself is something to see, but
Is there any...
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate.
I'd like to see what kind of...
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
We are gonna call the stream here, guys. I am sorry for both the beginning and just earlier when I left the stream on the wrong scene and you guys didn't get to see any of the game. I will try and in the future and make sure that doesn't happen, but unfortunately I don't think there's anything I can do to get that gameplay back. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my stream. If you're interested, hit a follow. And if you're seeing this video after the live stream, then, if you like the content, please hit that follow and show up whenever I stream. I stream 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Not specifically at those times, but within those times. And if you can't make the stream, no big deal. Stop by, enjoy my videos if you like them, and I will see you guys later.